ICPC tracks 21 billion Naira constituency projects in Kaduna. Barrister. Anyway, let me read a little bit of this news. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has commenced the tracking of constituency projects worth 21 billion Naira across Kaduna State. The commission said the move was part of its effort to ensure accountability and transparency in the execution of public-funded projects. Speaking to newsmen in Kaduna, Chief Superintendent of ICPC, Haruna Aminu, who represented the constituency and executive tracking department under the leadership of the ICPC chairman, Dr. Musa Adamu Aliu, said the commission is tracking 60 projects across Kaduna State. Quote, "We are here to track about 60 projects across Kaduna State with a total value of 21 billion Naira. We started on Wednesday with the Kafanchan axis, where we tracked at least 21 projects. Now we are in Kaduna main town, Kabala area, focused on projects such as solar-powered street lights across the town." Quote continues, "Generally, on the solar project, we have seen a level of execution, and then from the other angle, we were able to discover some hinges, especially on the project. This is a project that touches people's lives," he said. He also said the commission will see how it can push the contractor to complete the project, pointing out that there is no contractor that is going to be skipped because they cannot collect money, government money, and go away without completing projects. Anyway, Barrister, what's your thought on this? It seems so. 21, I had that. I didn't read the complete news, but now I can understand what happened there. It's like this is somehow a good news. I'm surprised that this constituency projects are being actually executed. Do you believe that?
Well, yes, some constituency projects are being executed. Some are not. Some are to a certain level. Some, the quality is questionable. So they are in categories. There are some that have not been done at all. A very few of them have been done well.
Sorry to cut you short. This constituency project has to do with National Assembly members, right? The senators and the House of Rep at national level. Now, we are talking about 21 men. These projects are huge. There must be, I think this news says 60, about 60 of them. 60 projects, just only 60 projects that is gulping about 21, that is worth 21 billion. That means these are big projects. If there are just only 6 projects, that means they are big projects individually.
You have to understand that the issue of constituency project has been embedded in our budget. When we were talking about budget, I remember I told you how the Senate president put how many billion, about 80-something billion constituency project in his own senatorial zone. If you recall the discussion on that at that time. So you have every senator, 109 senators, that is their senatorial constituency, and 370-something members of the House of Reps, 300-something constituency. Each one just linked to have constituency project for his constitution. Neither the ICPC or any agency of government have capacity to actually track the whole gamut of this constituency project. They don't have that capacity. So what the news you heard is just a drop, like a drop in the ocean. Because if that issue were to be properly tracked.
Do you think, that's why I asked you earlier, do you believe that? Do you think that the National Assembly members, from the Kaduna axis, do you think that they are sponsoring this media stuff?
Well, This one, let me say, even if they are not sponsoring, the PR department of the ICPC is involved in this media
Yes.
exposure to portray ICPC as being, in Nigeria, people hardly hear of ICPC.
Yeah, it's
They hear
EFCC.
only of EFCC. So they have been trying to come to the open so that Nigerians will know that they too they are working. But as far as I'm concerned, because of the corruption in Nigeria, because of lack of capacity to track and ensure that these constituency projects are actually carried out, it should be abolished altogether. There should be, instead, every member of the House or the Senate, the budget should be synchronized between the states and the federal government. Because what you have now is state doing projects, federal government doing almost the same projects in the same state. Let's synchronize the budget of the states with that of the federal government so that the whole thing will be in line, will be working together for the benefit of the state. A situation where the state is doing their own thing and going, federal government is doing their own thing and going, does not amortize development in the strict sense of it. Instead of giving senators and
Individually, yes.
individual constituency project, let the state come, all the states, each state come up with their what they need in terms of development. If it is roads, if it is street lights, if it is solar panels, whatever, let's put it together, synchronize it with the federal government budget, and let the budget be done. And we find a way. The community should be the one to ensure that the project is carried out. Let the community, so that if they don't if they don't sit up, they lose the project or they have a shoddy job done. But if we involve the community, it is for their benefit. They will sit up and they will hold their rep or their person responsible. But what is done now, let me tell you frankly, what is done now is a route for corruption. It's just standard corruption.
Yeah,
because when the constituency projects are loaded, it is the representative that brings the contractors.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the one that chooses the contractors. And in that effort, a lot of water will pass under the bridge.
I agree.
And you end up with not the project not being executed or being shoddily executed. So that is what is happening. And when the ICP says that, you will form the impression that, oh, they can do this around the country. They don't have the personnel, the capacity, even the training.
Yeah, because honestly, it sounds so suspicious. They say they are tracking and whatever, and even they are even giving it a positive remark that this, because we've had over the years how this constituency allowance, just like you noted, has been a hub of corruption. It's sort of, so for ICPC to come and begin to paint a positive picture.
It's just a publicity bleed.
Honestly, I think something.
For you to properly monitor constituent project, you must have technical consultants.
Yeah.
Serious ones who will value the project, ensure the quality and other things. The ICPC don't have that ability or capacity.
Yeah, they don't.